There we go. Are we live now? Oh, we might have. Hmm. We might have been live that whole time. I had the volume for my Xbox turned down in my headphones, so that's why nothing was playing. You might have been able to hear that. You might not have. If not, hello. It's a nice afternoon stream for me today. 2:15 in Florida, so I can ride with some light. I can ride with some light today. I don't have too long. I got a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm going to stream for maybe an hour and 15. I did one of these point-to-point loops in about an hour and a half yesterday. I might go about the same speed, and I'll probably go a little bit faster just because it's light out and I can afford to go that much faster. It's nice and clear outside, no clouds, so we'll do that. We'll do hot asphalt and slightly worn asphalt to help me practice. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get right into the stream because I do have stuff going on later. I don't want to get bogged down explaining beforehand, so I'm gonna throw on a podcast or some music or something and just get to cruising for a little bit, and then I'll try to do one full point-to-point loop today. So it should be an hour and 15, an hour and 25, somewhere in between there, if all goes to plan. Okay, wish me luck, and I will see you all on the other side. You know, that was very close. That was very close once again. I think that was last night I had a very close call, and I think that was the exact same fucking spot that I had a close call. And I was just going too fast into that. I was going I don't know, I think I was just going way too fast into that corner and I wasn't looking ahead enough or something. But I was way too close. I was fixating on that guardrail that I was going toward just then. So that was another problem. I wasn't looking where I was supposed to go. And yeah, that was just sloppy. I was reckless. I was going a little bit too fast, overestimating my ability, not looking in the right place, all that. That's some bullshit. That's what that is. I need to be more careful. I need to let myself warm up a little bit longer before really testing my ability like that, like this right here. Just need to go slower, need to take it a bit easier. Alright, I'm gonna shut the mic off, let myself focus. I'm considering changing my rider's riding style. Shoulders out, body out, old school balanced. Shoulders out, body out. Let's switch over to balanced, and I'm gonna take it very slow for a little bit and see what exactly changes. And I think I might cycle through each of these styles to see which one I like best. Let's get ourselves set up again. Corrugated. All right. Change my music real quick. All right, let's see what changes here. I might get myself into third person just to see what the positioning on the bike looks like. There is a bit more of a swing to it, to this riding style. And it definitely feels like it's darting a little bit more. Now, I don't know what style the riders have on Isle of Man, TT Isle of Man 3. It might be shoulders out or body out. But you know what? I'm gonna quit out of this and I'm gonna compare each of those riding styles real quick. We'll take a little detour in the stream. All right, so that was balanced. Let's head back up here. Let's look at old school again, see how that looks. And we'll just go in here for now. Although this has the whole pit lane, it might be a longer beginning, but whatever. All right, let's see here. Okay, so this is old school, much more flowy, hips first. Now this is what I sort of imagined. This is how I imagined riding a motorcycle before I ever rid one in real life. And I imagine this is basically how I'm riding my current motorcycle in real life. This feels much more natural, balanced, felt much more jerky than I was expecting, but I might be able to work with it if I get used to it. Yeah, this is very, very flowy. I feel like I have, well, obviously I can predict it a lot better, but that's that. Now let's switch to those last two, see what those look like. Head up and do shoulders out. Two braking fingers. I might adjust that at some point. Braking leg out, not yet. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, this is shoulders out. Let's see how this goes. That's got much more of a... It's got a little bit more of a dart in right there than old school did, but it feels like it's got less of a, not really a dart, like a swerve inside than balanced. Balanced felt like it had more of a swerve. What I really wish I could do is adjust the body's position, my rider position with my left thumbstick, so I could do this on my own. But that's just in GP bikes. All right, let's get out of here and let's take a look at body out, and then I'll go look at balanced once again. Body out. Test. Start. Alright, this is body out, and then I'll take a look at balanced once more. Body out, I imagine, is this newer style that's designed to, or intended to, improve aerodynamics with these crazy front wings that you see on bikes now. This feels very foreign. This is a very... The front of the bike is really darting back and forth compared to what I'm used to. It's like it's steering more with the front of the bike than with the back. Yeah, I don't like that yet. There may be a point in the future where I do like that, but for now I don't like that. Let's take another look at balanced, and I think I might do another look at old school. Let's go over to balanced. And I think I'll ride around in first person also, just to see what that feels like. So just here, it looks like it is a good mix of steering with the hips and getting the shoulders out a little bit more. It's like it's old school at first, and then at a certain point the bike just like darts inside. It's kind of strange. I don't know if I really do like this. Whoop, whoop, like that. It's okay. I head first person. See how that looks. You definitely do notice the dart inside, and it feels a little bit more top heavy. Let's just go slowly here. Now, steering when I'm tucked in like that feels much better. Feels like it's going more so where I want it to than with old school. But let's just keep chilling. Man, I remember right before I started this series, I was like practicing for it, like before day one, and I was on this track and back at that last corner, those two really quick 90-degree turns. I was just going so slow and didn't really understand the physics of this game, and just like seriously just dropped my bike like almost at a standstill in that corner. It's funny. That feels nice. That feels nice. That feels like how I want it to. Just sort of dancing on the edge of that back tire. Like, it's kicked out much more than with old school. That feels very, very nice. Yeah, that's where I want to be. It's like the body is behind the bike, and you can just tuck in like that. It feels very nice. Let me head back out here into third person, and we'll just see what it looks like in third when you're tucked in. You know, there's not much of a difference in the on-screen animation, but you can definitely feel it in the turn. Let's see here. Yeah, it's like it'd be impossible for you guys to see, but it dips in a little bit more quickly when you're tucked in. And it also, I do it a lot coming out of corners just to help counteract wheelie. Let myself accelerate a bit faster. Man, I love this game so damn much. This is such a beautiful game. I never play in third person. This is very nice. Woo. Yeah, there's definitely a difference in tucking in versus not, even though there's no change in the animation. Okay, I'm gonna turn. Let's go back into first and just sort of get used to this, do a few laps, and then I think I'm gonna cancel my point-to-point track loop and just test out these different riding styles here in first person and in third person, and just see which one I like the most. And maybe that way we can improve these mistakes that I'm making when I'm going a little bit too wide on those corners without really realizing what's going on or knowing how to fix it in the moment. Woo. So this one, this position darts more when you're very leaned over. When you're past like 20 or 30 degrees, it darts to the inside a little bit more than old school. So that I go past right there. And it cuts inside the corner a little bit more naturally, almost. A little bit closer to what I'm expecting. Yeah, that seriously, it might have been it. It might have been it with those last two close calls at that same corner last 2 days. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. All right, that's enough of that. Let's go see what old school feels like again. Hear that nice siren there? Okay. Sit out. Rider, balanced, old school. I think I might play around with the number of braking fingers as well. See if one of those feels a little bit more natural. Too. When I'm riding in real life, I've been using 3 fingers for braking lately. Okay, we're on old school. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so this is old school. Let's just make sure I go into third person first. Yep, that's old school. That's old school for sure. You're not going to get as much cut into the corner. It's going to be a lot more back heavy, it seems. I wonder why that style was utilized with older bikes and why it's changed. If it's simply people discovering new things or if there's a functional reason to get your shoulders down more with newer bikes. If it's like tire changes or something like that, who knows? Geometry changes. Oh, jeez. Too used to first person. All right, so this is old school. Let's get into first person again. See what changes. Alright. Just flow around this corner. You probably have to take wider corners with this. You can't be as twitchy. And you can't correct as quickly as with a balanced body position. But let's... Yeah, I know what this feels like. Let's go check out shoulders out and body out again. Shoulders out. Let's see. See how it goes. Okay. So this should be much more twitchy. And it should cut a lot quicker in sharper corners. Turning more with the front tire than as is the case in old school. Yeah, that does feel nice, man. That feels very nice. Alright, it's between balanced and shoulders out right now. I'm gonna have to do a few laps with this, and then I'll bring it back to balanced. I'll make a decision between those, and then I will try body out, and then bring it back to whatever my favorite between the first two were, and then choose between that and body out. And I think I might go through the braking finger configurations, and then I'll probably be done with the stream after that. Oh, good song just came on. Hold on a second, I'm gonna adjust my volume. Let's be careful. Alright. Yeah, that feels nice, man. That feels very nice. I wonder how much the risk of a high side goes up when I'm doing this. Less weight on the back tire. I have no idea how that affects it. If less weight makes it more likely to high side, or more weight makes it more likely. Probably, I don't know if it'd have to do with weight necessarily, though it's probably a factor, but the amount that the rear tire is kicked out to the side and drifting is really what does it, what high sides it. If the tire twists so much by being so kicked out like this right here, the tire can twist so much that the twist goes in front of the contact patch and the entire contact patch starts to slide. I've explained this. I can explain it better than that. Whoa, I just felt a little vibration there. Felt like I was about to lose traction, but what really happens is the contact patch is divided into a sticking, or an adhesion area, and then that's at the front of the contact patch, and then behind the adhesion area is a slipping area. And so at like a higher temperature, going pretty fast, the adhesion area almost acts like a glue that sticks your tire and the motorcycle to the road. And then that gets like it gets stretched. Well, it doesn't get stretched, it gets compacted, because that glue sticks, and it manipulates the shape of the tire itself, right? And so it needs a little bit of time to get back to its original position after it's been manipulated. And so the adhesion area well, the area of the tire that's adhering to the road needs to get back into its original position, so it slips, and that is also in the contact patch. So the adhesion area is in front, slipping areas in the back of the contact patch. And so when you're turning like this and sort of drifting, the adhesion area of the tire is twisting, and so it's going in the direction that your motorcycle is going, even though the tire itself may look like it's sideways and slipping. The part of the tire that's touching the ground itself is not slipping. It's going in the right direction, but it's just twisting the tire, right? And then it needs a little bit of time to get back to its original shape, so it slips. And the faster you're going, the further toward the front of the contact patch that twist, that adhesion moves. And so as you go faster and faster, your adhesion area shrinks toward the front of the contact patch and becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And when you go too fast, when you essentially spin the back tire in a tight corner, that adhesion area goes in front of the contact patch, essentially. It doesn't make too much sense when you say it like that, but it shrinks so much that it just stops adhering, right? And so that's when the whole contact patch becomes slipping area, and you lose traction, and your bike flips you off. Now, I totally forget why I brought that up in the first place, but let me pay attention to this real quick. I'm not paying attention to how this bike is moving. That's very nice. I do like that. Just being able to cut in right when I want to. It's past my ghost. Gonna need time on the clock. Yeah, I like this. That's very nice. That's very nice. All right, let's go back to balanced. Okay, let's see. Most likely it's going to be one of these two. I don't think body out I'm quite ready for yet. I'm not exactly sure what the difference between these two is. I think with this one it's only your shoulders going out, whereas with old school it's only your hips going out, and then balanced is both your hips and your shoulders going out. So probably I'll switch to balanced first and let that adjust me to what's going on, and then maybe later I'll switch to shoulders or something. I don't know. Let's see how this feels. Alright, so this is balanced. This feels nice. Feels nice, feels predictable. Surprisingly more predictable than old school. And it definitely feels much tighter in the corners. And before I really choose this, I'm gonna go third person and see exactly what the rider's doing in both balanced and shoulders out. See if I was right about the hips being the difference there. Whew. That was a bit unexpected. Now I need to make a note not to do that in real life when I go to track days. I'm gonna need to really drill in the etiquette of tracks before I go on that first, because I feel like practicing alone all the time has really made me complacent as far as how that goes. Alright, let's see here. How's this feel? Outside, 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 in. I'm really bad at this corner. Alright. Cut in. There's less cutty, definitely less cutty than shoulders out. I kind of do like that cut, so let's observe what my rider's doing. It's definitely leaning into the corner, but only after a certain time. And when the rider leans in is when the bike cuts in, right there, right there, right there, right there. Let's do it first. So okay. Hmm. Hmm. I do like that. That feels good. Now, let's see. Let's go over the shoulders out. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Shoulders out. Let's do a couple laps and then check. Well, let's check the third person first. See what the difference is. I'll do a couple laps. Yeah, let's see. You know, his overall body positioning looks pretty similar. It's just more of a pronounced dip into the corner. There's more of a pronounced dip into the corner. And I kind of like it. Yeah, that's nice. It feels very natural. You can get a very nice serpentine sort of thing going. Alright, let's go into first person and try a couple laps. At the moment, I think I'm leaning surprisingly toward shoulders out. And then after this, I'll try body out and see if it's just a little bit too much for me right now. Now, I could just be talking out of my ass right here, but I think I think there's an interesting sort of thing where at low turn angles or at minor turn angles, like just cruising around like this, there's less of a turn. So it's almost like increased sensitivity as your turn angle goes, or as your lean angle goes more extreme. Yeah, that feels nice, man. Mm, kind of, kind of, kind of feels nice. It might just be smart to switch over to balanced for now and maybe do that for a week or two and then switch over to shoulders out. Just to let myself get used to having my body a little bit further outside of the bike. Whew. Going a little too fast. See how this is? That's a nice corner. That does feel nice. Feels nice. That right there is a little bit more than I'm expecting. Um, okay, let's switch it back to balanced once more and just see what that feels like. Because right now I think I'm leaning a little bit toward balanced. I prefer it a little bit more. Okay. Shoulders out, balanced. Alright. Don't exactly know what made me want to switch this. Let's do wide, wide, and turn it in. Now I've crashed disproportionately more while doing these tracks than I have on my point-to-point tracks. I don't know if I've ever crashed on those point-to-point tracks, but I've crashed 2 or 3 times just doing stupid mistakes on these tracks, going too fast or not looking in the right place, so I just gotta be careful. Alright, let's shift down. I say as I almost fucking crash right here. My gosh. Alright. Going way too fast there. That's a nice corner. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with balanced for now. It's not quite as extreme as shoulders out. And I doubt I'm gonna like body out anymore. It's probably a very advanced technique. Whew. Back almost slid out on me there. Yeah, I imagine the back is not quite as weighted as it is with the old school riding technique. And I bet you one of the big reasons that people don't ride like that anymore is because these newer tires can be stickier and stuff like that. But I have learned pretty extensively on that that rear tire being more weighted. So I've just got to be more careful in those tight turns. Make sure I don't high side myself or anything. Whew. Yes, I think I like this style most out of the available. Let's go ride body out once more and see how that feels. Brake here. Hang off that rear brake. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, enough of that. Let's go try body out, and then I'm going to shut down. I'll save braking finger texting for next stream, because I got some stuff to do today. Take your bets. Which one will I like more? I'm going to do 90% on 90% probability of preference for balanced. I don't know what that works out to as far as betting ratios, but maybe 1.1 to 1 or something. I don't know. Where's that 9 to 1 odds? 10-1, something like that, I don't know. Let's see what it looks like in third person first. Getting the whole body out, very cutty, very darty. Yeah, look at that. Look at that dart. Whoop. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Let's see what it feels like. And I'll go very slow. I'm going to keep myself in second gear, I think. Yeah, that... It feels kind of amazing. Like, it feels like once you have an incredible understanding of how the rear wheel moves under you while cornering, you could take such advantage of this. It just gets the rear wheel, like, right on its edge, right when you start turning in, and you can just drift off of it. But the amount of care that you'd need to go into a corner with to get it right every time, the amount of experience you need, I'm sure, is just off the charts. Not going any faster than this. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk this anymore. This is a body position for day 250, probably. I only need to be at this for another 6 months or so before I really try to see what body out is all about. Yeah, let's get off the track. Switch ourselves back, and then that'll be the end of the stream. I'll switch myself back to a man, too. Why not? See if it start left, cornering so. Do right. Balanced. Braking leg out, not yet. Braking fingers, I'll check that tomorrow. Change rider equipment. Do I have any others? No. About boots? No. Gloves? No. Helmet? No. Alright. Alright. I'll keep myself up here. Not change too many things at once. Okay. And that's it. That's the end of my stream. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.